Hey folks, it's Monday the 21st. It's almost Christmas. I even got you a present.
No. I quit. I'm done.
What? Hey folks, welcome to This Week in Geek. It's Monday, December 21st, and Ian's not here today. As you saw, he's not the biggest fan of Christmas. Honestly, I'm not either, but he called in atheist today, so you get me and all of our guest stars. Let's do this thing. Within the last week, both the teaser and the trailer for Star Trek Beyond hit the internet, and it looks pretty cool. In particular, what's important about this is Beyond will ignore, and politely ignore, Into Darkness, which is awesome because even J.J. Abrams has come out and gone, hey, I sort of phoned it in. I really wasn't passionate about the project. But, he had Star Wars coming up. Simon Pegg and Justin Lin are now left with Star Trek, and Beyond does look pretty cool. I'm excited to see it, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The MST3K Revival Kickstarter has surpassed all other Kickstarters of its kind at this point. Our congratulations go out to Crow T Robot and Tom Servo, even though he knows what he did. Independence Day Resurgence has a trailer out now, and Will Smith is nowhere to be seen. The movie looks like it's packed with a bunch of action and sci-fi-ness and all sorts of surprises and stuff like that. Looks pretty cool. George Miller, the patron saint of post-apocalyptic movies, has said in interviews that Fury Road was originally intended to be a black and white silent film. With that in mind, taking a look at the film, a lot of things make sense, especially things that people were complaining about, especially a lack of dialogue. Because this is the case, George Miller is looking to do a re-release in 2016 that will be black and white and silent. I'm excited to see how they go with it. Are they going to use cut cards for dialogue and stuff like that, or is it going to include additional footage to fill in what's happening in those parts where they're talking to each other? Can't wait to see it. Vin Diesel has said that the next Riddick movie will be an origin story. Riddick, that badass who runs around space kicking the shit out of necromongers and then, because of that, taking over the necromongers. Can't wait to see it. Sounds like it's going to be really cool, and there's always been a lot of questions about the character himself.
The Hubble telescope got some pretty awesome photos of a star forming inside of its own nebula. What's really cool about this is it actually has captured the jets that form the poles of the star. So the moon, yes, our moon Luna, has slowly been forming its own atmosphere. NASA theorized the way that this is being done is from meteoroids striking the actual surface of the moon, bringing along bits of atmosphere with it. It may lead into other theories as well as scientific discoveries on how to terraform other planets. Outside of the city of Chongqing, China, a fisherman was wading through a river and happened to accidentally step on a giant Chinese salamander. What's really cool about this salamander is they've estimated that this animal is approximately 200 years old, which basically means that when this thing was born, it was around the time of the War of 1812.
Hideo Kojima's been in the news a lot recently, so here's a quick rundown. On the 15th, Kojima officially left Konami. Since then, it's been announced that Kojima's starting his own studio and that their first game he's going to publish through the studio is going to be a PlayStation exclusive. However, it's been said since then that they're also going to be doing a PC version of the game, and that in the future, Kojima would really like to work with Del Toro again. GTA Online has a new DLC pack, Executives and Other Criminals. The best part about this is you get a giant mega yacht. Luxury living quarters, stocked bar with bartender, anti-air defense weaponry, fully customizable, and only 8 million in-game currency, or you can buy that much for $100 real currency. That's a whole lot of opulence. The folks over at Comic Book Resources talked to Jung Ike Choi about Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex First Assault. It's a first-person shooter that's probably going to be really amazing, But the best part is you won't have to be a die-hard Ghost in the Shell fan to get into it. Super Smash Bros., the game that everybody loves or hates, is getting 3 new DLC characters. Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII, Corrin from Fire Emblem, and Bayonetta from Bayonetta. Cloud Strife is available now, no word yet when the other 2 are going to show up.
Hi. Okay. James Hetfield came out and he was saying he doesn't want his side projects to detract from what Metallica is doing. Maybe they should just talk to Dave Mustaine and they can make some better music than they are now, because Load is a load of bullshit. Eat a dick, Metallica. Mumford & Sons and Elton John came out about ticket scalpers talking a bunch of bullshit. First off, I'll tell you this. Elton John looked hot in that duck costume. I ain't gonna lie. Secondly, Mumford & Sons has about as much artistic merit and cultural relevance as an abortion clinic offering free Wi-Fi. Suck it. Katy Perry didn't read Harry Potter. Why? Because she doesn't know how to read. Have you heard her music? What's wrong with you? Why are you even listening to her music in the first place? Why do you even care what she does? Take your shirt off and stop talking. There you go. Scott Weiland. He parties hard. Apparently he didn't die from heroin. Big shocker. Apparently he died from ecstasy, blow, and booze. Which is like a normal Saturday night, right? Alright. Now, this is what you need to do. Instead of listening to all that bullshit, go and look up holiday season. Look up the Vandals album, Oi to the World. Don't look for a link. Find on your fucking own.
The latest illness at a Chipotle in Boston is a norovirus. And if you don't know how that's transmitted, look it up. It's called washing your hands, people. Hey, Trader Joe's president, Doug Rauch, established a new company called Daily Table. Now, the mission of this company is to provide nutritious meals at the same price, if not lower, than a fast food joint. According to Business Insider, Al Carey, CEO of PepsiCo, the company is jumping on the organic bandwagon. Gatorade is planning in 2016 to release a new organic Gatorade. Really? Organic? Kobe beef has been surpassed as the world's most expensive meat. I had a look at it. It looks magnificent. If you want to know more, check out the link.
Over at Save My Bacon, they've just released a toy guide, basically, that has a list of what all of your old school Star Wars toys are worth. Unless, like most of us, you sold them, broke them, or gave them to other people as gifts, or your parents threw them away. Hot Toys just released a whole slew of pictures and information on all of their new toy line that's coming out just in time for your last-minute holiday shopping. There's Deadpool, Captain America Civil War toys, and Batman vs. Superman stuff, so go check it out. There's a link somewhere. Mondo just started the pre-order for the new 1/6 scale Baby Hellboy figure. Produced with Mike Mignola, the Mondo Collector's Edition comes with a removable Crown of the Apocalypse. I've looked at it, and it's really, really cute. Like, ridiculously.
How to Talk to Girls at Parties and Trollbridge, both short stories by Neil Gaiman, are going to be published by Dark Horse as graphic novels in 2016. Joe Ba and Fabio Moon will be providing art for How to Talk to Girls at Parties, while Colleen Doran will be providing the art for Trollbridge. Colleen Doran in particular has an amazing colored pencil style that works incredibly, flawlessly with fantasy stories. The silver titles for Free Comic Book Day have been announced, and it's a long list. In particular, we're excited about Bruce Lee, Rise of the Dragon #1 from Darty Pop, 2000 AD from Rebellion, Captain America #1 from Marvel, and Tick Special from New England Press. They all look like a lot of fun. Check it out. Last week, we told you about IDW's Deviations story series that they're doing, particularly Ghostbusters. There's 4 other titles attached to it, and they all sound really cool. X-Files, in a world where Fox Mulder is abducted rather than his sister. Transformers, where Optimus Prime never dies during the movie. Ninja Turtles, where the Shredder leads the Turtles rather than Splinter. And finally, G.I. Joe, where the world is run by Cobra. These all sound really cool. I'm a big fan of What If and alternate storylines. If you are too, you should definitely check these out. They sound awesome. Frank Miller has said that he wants to take on a new project that will actually cast Batman in the villain role. It'll focus on Superman as the hero, and this sounds like a really interesting take for everything. It's not hard to imagine Batman as the bad guy. He was sort of built for it. That covers the news on comics for the week. Here's your pull list for tomorrow.
Madrid-based stylist and salon owner Alberto Olmedo has taken a fairly new approach to cutting his customers' hair. He uses various katanas and fire implements to style his customers. There's a video.
The guys over at Game Theorist have decided to take on Five Nights at Freddy's one more time, and they think they've got it locked down this time.
The guys over at Epic Rap Battles of History are back, and they've given us one of the most amazing things the internet has ever encountered. We now have a rap battle between Boba Fett and Deadpool, and the clear winner is Boba
Deadpool.
Fett.
Wait,
What the hell? Alright, we'll be right back. We have to figure this out.
Okay, we think we've figured this out. In the technical aspect of the winner of the rap battle,
Boba Fett is clearly the better rapper in this situation here.
on the other side of the coin, you have the nerd war aspect. And in that case, it's Deadpool. He got those better nerd jabs in there that are actually assaulting the character. And Boba Fett even hit himself in that regard. Macaulay Culkin has reprised his role from Home Alone. He's much more grown up, and it's for a web comedy series called Drivers by Jack Dishel. The creepiest part about this thing, in my opinion, Macaulay Culkin looks like Kid Rock. Like, almost exactly like Kid Rock. It's fucking scary. Go check it out and see for yourself.
YouTuber Philly Steak went through and released a video recently where he takes the X-Men Apocalypse trailer and wipes the video clear from it and replaces everything with the old 1990s X-Men cartoon. And it's amazing and makes me wish the 90s were still a thing.
So there's this comet. It's called the Catalina Comet. It's here for a very limited amount of time, but it's visible in the very wee hours of the morning on the eastern sky using binoculars or a telescope. And the reason why this is special is because it's only going to be passing our Earth once in an eternity. I mean, really, folks, this is such a rare instance. The best times to see it are going to be around January 17th is when it's going to be closest to the planet Earth in its current pathway. But once you see it, once it's here, it's gone. It's never going to pass us again. Brian Hussein and Nerdist joined forces to bring us this year him singing Carol of the Bells. The link's down in the description. Enjoy! Church's Chicken this holiday season have released their new Red Velvet Oreo Biscuit Bites, and I can speak from experience that they are actually rather delicious in comparison to other products that I've tasted. Trader Joe's has had to issue a recall this season for their Triple Ginger Brew because the bottles have unexpectedly been exploding on their own. The holiday spirit is in full swing over at Entertainment Weekly since they've released a guide starting yesterday about all of the holiday movies that are currently being aired. If you're a fan of holiday movies like me this time of year, go check it out. The people over at Game Tyrant have put together a holiday shopping guide to board games. Go check it out. It's a really great way to spend some time with friends this holiday season. Jack in the Box this holiday season has 2 new flavors to add to their Coke. They've got Secret Santa, which is vanilla, cherry, and lime. They've also got Mistletoe Flow, which is vanilla-based with a bit of a zesty blend. Well, I know where I'm getting my bubbly on. Neil Gaiman has done a reading of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, and he actually has the book that Charles Dickens wrote notes in on how to read the parts. Go check out his voice, people. It is sultry smooth, and I can only imagine how Amanda Palmer feels.
Alright folks, thanks for watching. This has been This Week in Geek. If you like the video, like it. You should subscribe to the channel and comment down below if you think we missed anything or if we got something wrong or our opinion is wrong. Because we want to hear from you about those sorts of things. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
No!